Did you like it though? Did you?
Double time.
Jesus.
But what's up with them tight ends, man? What's your five top tight ends, man? This might be a little harder because you ain't a tight end guy, but you know,
I like. What do you mean? I think I like
I
tight
don't
ends.
really ever hear you talk about tight ends like that, you know. But let's see
There's
what them
really
tight
not a
ends.
lot to talk about. There's not a lot of rookie tight ends that do anything. Well, we saw that last year, but that's an anomaly. I feel like now it's
Well,
getting back to normal.
the last 2 years, I mean, rookie tight end been a number one tight end, so that's crazy. Times are changing.
Who was it the year before last?
Laporta.
Laporta. Yeah, and then he folded this year, huh? Got injured, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I
What
mean, he was
you
still up there, but you know, when you get past tight end 3, it just it
say?
plateaus.
It gets stinky. It get, you know what I mean? It just get all right, so I feel like I have to have Tyler Warren as T1. So I'm just gonna put that over there. Right.
So you say Tyler Warren is on tier, just can't touch him.
I'm not saying that.
Okay,
I think Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland, and Elijah Arroyo are all in the same tier.
okay.
But I feel like you have to put, even if they're in the same tier, you got to get an edge to somebody. I feel like you got to get the edge to Tyler Warren to be the tight end one. But as a receiving threat, I wouldn't be surprised if Elijah Arroyo had the best career.
Mm.
And I think that's what we're really talking about in fantasy football, right? Like, who's gonna catch the most passes, score the most points? And I just think Elijah Arroyo is his level, his athleticism is just different than those guys. Plus, he's big too.
Hold up, did he run the? Nigga, did he even run? What we talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, we see it.
Why he didn't run though?
hmm
I don't like nobody that's him and don't run. I
I
don't
don't
like that.
care. Like if this is that's the thing. Like if I don't know you're fast, I want you to run, right? But let me make sure I'm not being contradictory. Like
He went to the combine and did not run. I don't
if
like that.
if I
And
have
I don't have no numbers on him to even, have a ballpark of what he ran. What type of athleticism he have. I don't even
it
have a
doesn't
ballpark.
it doesn't matter, bro. Here's the thing. Like so you and this is I'm not talking at you. I have these things in my head. I just got to get them out real quick. um, so the relative athletic score, right? When you do all time, from best to worst, you think about the like. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. Like
You
whoever's
talking
running
about for NFL players or tight end?
NFL tight ends.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just doesn't matter, right? Like I think what we're looking for is a baseline level of athleticism, a baseline size, right? And production, right? And those three guys, I think they check all those boxes, right? But when you're dominating the senior role, not just one day, day after day after day, no one should be dominating the senior bowl because you're supposed to be going up against other top level talents. You might have a really good day on Tuesday, a really good day on Thursday, but you shouldn't be dominating every single day. And when he's dominating every single day, it's like, all right, bro, like what we talking about here? So that's why his speed and his separation and all of that is not a question for me. Like I don't like when you're doing all of that stuff, it doesn't matter. Did that make any sense, or was I feel like I'm trying real hard not to be contradictory.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like if you look fast on tape, you're going against decent competition and still looking fast, and then you produce a lot, and then you go to an all-star game or an all-star week, and you're dominating, and everyone's ranting and raving about your athleticism, your size, and how fast you're moving, and I don't really care. Especially for the tight end role, where now I understand is your athleticism really is not going to be not going to determine your long term success.
So you said your top three, and who is 4 and 5?
Um, who do I have here? Fannin Ferguson.
Okay, so I mean, and I think for the most part, pretty much everybody has the same top five because we got this exact same top five. Of course, the order is different, but we got the exact same top five. Some people, I didn't heard some people throw Mason Taylor up in there, but I think
Throwing who?
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah, I got him at number 6, but I didn't heard some people throw him in the top five also. But me and you got the same exact top five. For me, at the number 5, you got Elijah Arroyo. At number 4, I got Colston Loveland. At number 3, I got Terrence Ferguson. At number 2, I got Tyler Warren. So at number
So
1, my fantasy tight end gotta be Harold Fannin Jr. Yes. If put in the right situation, I don't think it would be close.
we overthinking this, man.
Oh, it's nothing to overthink for me.
Sometimes the answers is right there. We just gotta
You
put it
know.
on the put it on the test.
So it's nothing. If Elijah Arroyo was him, he would have went to that combine and showed he was him because him want to stand out all the time. If him ain't up there saying that, you see my work. No. Now him come out there like Jamar Chase and say, no, I'm gonna show you I'm him, and I'm gonna show out wherever I go because I'm him.
Jamar Chase didn't run the compound.
Well, nobody ran out the combine that year. I'm just saying. There was no combine that year.
So look, I'm almost positive he was in the. No, you might be right. I thought he was in the 2021 draft class.
He was in it. I think it was whatever draft class they didn't have. They everybody had like their own
That was the
combine.
2020
There
draft
was no
class.
set combine.
That was the 2020 draft class. I remember he didn't play the 2020 season, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if he didn't play the 2020 season, then I'm thinking, okay, then he probably didn't, because that goes into the 2020 season, goes into 2021. So he should have participated in the combine in 2021.
I keep telling you, there was no combine that year.
There was
Everybody,
because I
they
think it
was
was.
just pulling numbers from different spots that year. If I'm not mistaken, that class. I remember there was one class during COVID, like it was just crazy. Mother was just, oh, that was the class. Like nobody was able to compare notes,
Yeah, there
and
was a combine.
They was just drafting weird because I
Yeah,
was like, who is Josh Palmer wasn't even on my list of my top 20 wide receivers, and he got drafted. I was like, who the hell is this? That was a crazy year. That was a crazy year.
how you didn't know about George Palmer, bro?
Now,
He came up. He got a lot of
and Josh
notoriety
Palmer's
because
still
he
not
went
on
up
my
against.
list of top nothing. People wasn't on my list then, and still not on
he
my list.
he went to I think he went to South Buffalo, about to take your boy Keon Coleman's spot.
Whatever. Yeah, they got a lot of
Yeah.
people that didn't do nothing in this
Oh,
draft. Me looking back at it, I remember when Bateman. I remember when he was like he was supposed to be 6'3", came in, he was only 6 foot.
yeah. They say he
Elijah
was
Moore, we thought was
steal.
gonna be good. Rondell Moore, we thought was gonna be good. Dwayne Etchers didn't do nothing. Tutu Atwell didn't do nothing. Terrence Marshall, nothing. Man, a lot of missiles in this
That was
class.
a,
Amari,
that was a tough class.
Amari Rogers, Anthony Swartz, Dez Fitzpatrick. My God. And St. Patrick ended up going in the fourth round. It's
St.
just
Brown.
misses galore here.
You need St.
Bad
Brown.
draft. Bad draft. Bad draft.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't a good one. But yeah, man, I don't want to put. I just don't want to put too much stock in the 40 for these guys. Like it's like, can
And
you run a 4.7? If you could run a 4.7, then I'll rank you. Now, did you produce? Who did you produce? Like, what team did you produce on? Who did you produce against? What did you look like in All Star games? What's your size? I think the size is important because it's like, okay, I need you to be on to be able to do all the things and have enough production to be relevant in fantasy. It's like, okay, you got to be on the field, right? Like, so to have I think that having the requisite size, like, are you at least 240 pounds? If you could do that, if you're there, then we can talk about a lot of other stuff. But the 40, I'm just not that concerned about. If unless I don't think you run faster than the 4.7. But I don't have a shadow of a doubt that Arroyo is faster than the 4.7. I think you're
well, I
getting there.
mean, it don't matter if whatever he run. I mean, he's not gonna go up higher than coasting, on my list
You got
anyway.
Colston
So
at 3.
I have coasting at 4. Well, he's I got the same score. I got the same score as Terrence Ferguson and Colston. So they're tied. So I really could put Colston at 3 and
How
Ferguson
does
at
that
4.
happen?
So
How does Ferguson get that high?
serious athleticism, bro. Serious athleticism, and he met my formula. He met the formula. Tight end one
I hate
formula
your
that I got.
formula.
Huh?
I hate
You
your
know,
formula.
I be having them little formulas for each position, so he met it. So hey,
Look, I think how long do you have to have the data that tells you, okay, maybe I could like restructure this formula to make it more predictive? Like, is it 2 years? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years
that's the
before you
thing.
like?
It's it's easier to go try to reconstruct it for other positions other than tight end because you gotta wait. You gotta wait for a while to see if they produce.
That's
So
true.
at the end of the day, it's gonna be a while, for the
Yeah,
tight end.
for sure. And would you consider adjusting it based on the draft class? Like, let's say you got a lot of let's say it's remember I was like, yeah, the last 2 seasons we had a lot of athletic tight ends. It's like, okay, well,
It's not just based on athleticism, though. It's a certain production. Is let's see who met it in the last two classes because it may don't mean it always hit. And like I said, some of these last in 24, it was Bowers and Sinat
mhm.
and Stover. So those
Yep.
three.
Is there in your formula is there a factor for level of competition?
No, 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 no level of competition.
What
In
about target share?
2023, I I adjusted it. I had to adjust the formula to incorporate Laporta. I will tell you that Laporta was not originally in the formula. I had to adjust the formula to accommodate Laporta. I had to change it up, and then
See, that makes sense. That makes
Higgins.
a lot of sense.
So Higgins was in that one.
Right,
Elijah Higgins, if you don't know who
right,
I'm
right,
talking
right.
about.
That makes sense.
24, there was no one that met the formula. But I knew that Trey McBride would be good, but he just didn't meet the formula. He had other badges that he earned, and when I did my rookie video on him, I said, "Look, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I guarantee you he's gonna be good."
That's
That's
what I'm
all I can do
saying,
is
bro. Like
guarantee.
the thing that's predictive the most. I mean, you're gonna have outliers, right? But I feel like, and if you got some data that's gonna tell me I'm wrong, I'm listening. But the thing that's predictive the most with tight ends is production. It's
Well,
production,
well,
and
if that's the case,
do they
then
have
you
the
should be all
requisites?
over fanning then.
What is production? Do they have the requisite size? And then what I
He
would
met you at
consider after
240.
that, yeah, what I would consider after that is, well, that's for everybody. Right? I'm not saying whoever produces the most is going to be the most successful. I'm just saying like there's a baseline level of production.
Oh, well, it's just like,
Yeah,
well, for
right.
tight ends, for me, it's a very thin baseline. It's a very thin baseline
And it's like
because
once all these guys start meeting all these different thresholds, then you have to start figuring out ways to separate them. Okay, well, Elijah Arroyo had to compete for targets with four seniors, like in you know what I mean. And one of them is in the All Star game too. It's like all right, it's like all right, like who's Colson Loveland really competing for targets with over there? You know who's Harold Fannin really competing for targets with over there? Who's Tyler Warren really fucking Julian Fleming?
so
Like,
I'm look, and even though I got Tyler Warren ranked as my number two, I would be considered a Tyler Warren hater because people just give this man too much props, and I'd be like, bruh,
I agree.
the nerve of people to mention him in the same breath of Bowers. Have you lost your mind?
Yeah, no.
Bowers was him year one.
Year one at
It don't
UGA,
it didn't take him 5 years. He need to be in his
mind
fifth
you,
season to be him.
mind you, mind you. When he came in right. Like he when he, I think it was I forget what year it was, but he came. Let's say he came in 2020. The year before that, in 2019, they put in the number one tight end, Darnell Washington, and he still went there and just like, this is mine now. Like I'm the captain now, right?
Oh
Like
my bitch.
not just to the tight end that was already there, but to the entire wide receiving core, right? Like that's a different. And doing that at Bowling Green is one thing. Doing that at UGA is different. And then earning the targets at UGA is different, but then producing against SEC competition is also different. Like
Yeah.
it's just you know what I mean. So Elijah
But
Arroyo,
I don't want to get off my point.
you're gonna
People
regret.
is comparing Tyler Warren to Bowers, and they lost their damn mind. I had to get on a couple people on Twitter. Stop this. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. And one thing, people so excited about him. You think an NFL team gonna use him to his full potential? Most likely they are not. The man was doing everything, running the ball, throwing the ball. The man was doing
Oh
everything to earn that Paul Horn award. Believe me,
yeah,
if they drafted by the Colts, where they keep mocking him being the draft by the Colts, he gonna go there and rock. He ain't gonna get 30% of his potential met if he go to the
I
Indianapolis
don't want no
Colts.
pass catches on the Colts.
I'm in on
If
Downs
you going
this
to the
year.
Colts, I'm dropping you.
It's the survival of the fittest
Um,
over there. Definitely.
yeah, it's gonna be a long season.
I think that we had three more
Quarterbacks.
questions. Who the most overhyped tight end? And I was just saying it's Tyler Warren for me, even though he number two on my list.
What you
He
think he
getting
overhyped?
overhyped. Yeah.
You know, I don't hate that answer. At first, it struck me, but I don't hate it just because I could see Loveland being better. I could see Arroyo being better, just having better careers, especially in fantasy. Um, Overhyped tight ends, probably Fanning. Probably Fanning. People keep coming up with not justifications, but people keep trying to ignore his Senior Bowl performance. It's like, it has to mean something. That means a
He
lot
didn't
to
go
me.
there and do bad. That's the problem. Just
Yeah,
because
but
he
it's
didn't
like,
shine, he didn't go there and do bad. Matter of fact, I think he timed the fastest what is that miles per hour out the tight ends. Your guy didn't
interesting.
get a higher time than him, miles per hour,
Yeah, but
which might be saying something since he didn't go and run the 40. They be saying something.
you need to watch him play. If you believe any of this stuff, if you actually believe what you're
I'm
saying,
just
you need
saying,
to watch
hey,
him play.
hey, the man didn't time the fastest miles per hour and then skip the combine. You just got to read the clues sometimes, man. That's what I'm just saying.
I would if speed really mattered. Like
It don't
if you
matter
needed to
that
be
much.
if you needed to be a 4-4 as a tight end, then that would matter to me. But a lot of these guys don't. A lot of the most productive tight ends do not have that level of speed. And I see him play. I'm watching him burn safeties like every game, literally every game. Like, not. It's not. Matter of fact, one of his best plays. This is one of the best football plays you'll ever see. I think somebody fumbled. And he was on the other side of the field, and he literally, I think he starts from like the 80 and like hawks down the DB. I mean, that caused an interception to pick up the fumble or something like that. And like you can see him passing, I mean, his teammates, they're his the other team, like, and it was like, yo, is he gonna catch him? Oh shit, he caught him, right? And it's not just the speed, it's the mentality and the competitiveness. You know what I mean? Like, I think players like that, they earn a lot of good graces with coaches, and they get opportunities over and over and over because they become this like example of the type of guy that they want the rest of the team to look like, right? Um, I don't have any questions. The last question I have about the Royals is athleticism. Just not even a thing to me.
Well, I don't
Uh,
dislike him, so there's no need to really talk about. I don't dislike him,
put him
so
up, man.
I
Put
think
him
he'll
a
be
little
fine.
higher in the rankings.
No, oh no,
Put
I
him
ain't
a
gonna do
little
that. But
higher.
I think he'll be fine though.